Hello and welcome back to the Project Hercules Diaries. Last week we did the big reveal of all the gubbins inside the timing case. This week we'll do the small reveal. I suppose there's a small reveal. We do kind of instead of So here we go. There is the small reveal. We were overthinking this a little bit. The original plan was to cut a recess with a spot face cutter, pulling this way with the shaft spinning opposite direction to cut a recess in here, fit a nut onto these two bolts so we could adjust the position of the timing chain tensioner. But we don't need to do that. It was a bit of an overthought on our part. This is a piece of gauge plate, and gauge plate stroke shim steel in that gap there will give us the right tension. It's ever so simple. Slacken the nuts off, push that forward, measure the gap here. The amount of gap that we have there we need to fill with shim steel or gauge plate. And if a piece is cut the right size, be a square piece, it can't move in that direction because the two bolts will stop it. It can't move in this direction because the timing cover and the engine case will stop it. So it can't go anywhere, and it'll be trapped between the timing chain adjuster and the engine case. So that's a nice, neat solution. Quite happy with that, and it means the whole assembly now is completely finished, and you can move it around. And I could do that all day. In fact, I might do that all day. I haven't got much planned today. So yeah, I'm just going to stand here and push this round. The other thing I want to do next is to put this onto a angle plate and to start fitting the barrel and the sleeve, put the piston in the barrel, put the crankshaft assembly in, and just check clearances of things like the conrod and the sleeve and the throat and all those types of things. And that'll be quite exciting because we'll have half an engine then assembled. So not only can I check all of the clearances, but I can also do a couple of videos that will explain how things work. You can see how the valves open and close and how the junk head works. So it'll be quite interesting to do that and just record it for posterity. The other thing to record is something that's been left on the workbench by the shed fairies, and the shed fairies have been very, very busy. You rarely see them, but there's always a clue they've been around, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'll just teleport myself over there now to the bench. There we go. Still makes me feel a bit dizzy, that, you know. And these beautiful handwritten notes will need to be deciphered because they're written in Farinese, shed Farinese, I think. I get the impression that it's a conceptual idea to join two shafts together. So the long central shaft in the gearbox that we're planning to make is proving a little bit difficult to source or to manufacture in our humble shed. So these are ideas for joining two together with various sleeves and perhaps modify that design slightly. No doubt the chief shed fairy, if I ever get hold of him, will want to discuss this, and weekends are the best time to do that. The other thing I notice is these horrible, awful looking reed valve contraptions. We do need to put some kind of breather on the engine, and I have been promised a couple of options. But have you ever seen a more ugly thing to put on the outside of an engine? No, I didn't think so. So the short answer to that is definitely not. It's got to look a little bit better than that, and we've got to come up with a much nicer solution for a breather, and I'm sure there are plenty of solutions for breathers that look better than those. So that's what we're on at the moment, a little bit of deciphering of these drawings, a little bit of discussion, and hopefully over there on that very table a little bit of engine assembly with that bit and a few other bits. So that's what we're up to at the moment. As usual, thank you for watching. More updates will follow probably next weekend.